You know, in today's video, I'm not even going to I don't have a rant for you guys this year. Not as much. I guess this is a little bit of a rant, but it ain't nothing too serious, too major. One of the things, what I want to go over is the best time to play this game. Now, 2K23 has been out for almost a month now. Everyone seems to be enjoying it. It seems to be a collective enjoyment with the game, but I figured out something, and I realized something, because we all hate random. I don't think we will ever, I don't think as a collective community we will ever be able to vote more no's than yeses as far as hating randoms. We don't like random. I have ranted about randoms since like 2K20. We are in 23. They have not changed. They're probably even worse now than they were before, sometimes. But I realized something, I caught on to something. There's 3 stages or 3 time frames in 2K where you'll probably run into some decent randoms. Well, really 1 time frame, but it's 3 time frames in 2K that gives you all different experiences. Now, I feel like if you play, I'm on the Eastern time zone, so I feel like if you play 2K from like, I'll say 8 Eastern to about 3 Eastern, that period of gaming in 2K, you'll probably have your worst experience. That is that window, that time frame is going to be filled with casual. Those are what we consider casual players. Those are going to be the players who write the reviews on IGN about how good or bad a game is. That's them. Because you gotta think, 8 to 3 p.m. those are adults who are probably off work that day, delinquent children who have skipped school, been suspended from school, or played hooky from school, played sick to stay home from school, and probably like children or kids who I don't know, what did I say? Maybe you know, they had a doctor's appointment or dentist appointment and their mom let them stay home or something. But other than that, that 8 to 3 hours, those right there, you're gonna find some different different IQ players in those 8 to 3 hours, 8 to 3 p.m. hours. You're gonna find some different. That one right there is a setup. You know, don't do that. If it's 8 to 3, do other things. Play some myteam challenges, maybe do some career, maybe watch some stuff, because your experience of playing is about to be an aggravating one. Aggravating because of the IQ of the players around you. Now we fast forward to the 3 to 9 window. 3 to 9, that is the prime 2K hours right there. Those are the prime hours. Those are going to be your best runs, your best randoms, your best experience right there. That 3 to 9, because you got to think, 3 to 9, some kids, like down south kids, they probably get out at 2:30, 2 o'clock, somewhere in that range. You know, most kids regularly, they get out 3:30, stuff like that. For the early birds who go to work at 6, 7, they usually be out by 2:30, 3 o'clock, 3:30. You know, so their experience, they're the experienced group of 2K players. Those are the ones that the IQ is there. You know, the skill may not be there, but the IQ is there. And then, you know, you get to the 4, 5, 6 o'clock. Now you in just prime time. All the kids are home. All the good kids are home. All the adults are home. It's chill time. This is relaxed time. They don't got in the house. The men and women out there who have children, they have settled the children down, either sent them outside, finished their homework, they're going in and watching their games or movies or whatever they're doing in the living room, and now you get the opportune time to just chill and play the game until tonight. That's the prime hours. Them 3 to 6 hours, those are the hours. I mean, 3 to 9, those are the hours you really want the game. If you had the time to pick a game, to play the game, pick them hours, because that's where you're going to get the best experience. Then you have the 9 p.m. time until the 8 a.m. window, or basically 9 p.m. to about 2 p.m. Those hours are the sweat hours. Every day when I play 2K, when you get to hour 9, when you get to that 9 o'clock hour, that's the sweat infested area. That's the area where your experience is going to be tested. That's the time frame where the reality of what you're playing starts to come to light. You know, that 9 to 2 a.m. hour is the hour where you're going to get the 5 outs, the 6'9" guards, the 6'8" small forwards, the ISO kings, the professional claymores. You're going to get those. You're going to get the zones. You're going to get the 99 steel Hall of Fame glove players. those all start to come out at 9 o'clock. Now, I don't know if it's because of like the matchmaking in 2K. I don't know if like 9 o'clock in Eastern is when they start to incorporate the West Coast teams, the West Coast players. So now it's 6 o'clock for them. So they're in their prime time while we're in our sweat time. But after 9 o'clock, it gets sweaty. That's when, you know, your player, if he ain't got no badges or he still needs some attributes or you still need to improve yourself at the game, that's when you'll be exposed in them 9 to 2 a.m. hours. And usually in those 9 to 2 a.m. hours, those are when the leash of the game becomes short. That's the time where you've already been playing since, you know, 5, 6 o'clock. You don't have prime games, great games, highlight games, a lot of grinning. Now it's 9 and 2 o'clock. It's 9:15, and it's a lot of huffing, a lot of puffing, a lot of kissing of the teeth, a lot of just deep breaths because the games have became sweaty. And then from the other window, from the 2 a.m. to like 8 a.m. window, those are just dark hours, you know. But I don't even know if most 2K players are even playing at that time. I'm sure there's a few out there, but by 2 a.m. you should be off of 2K and let yourself recover for the next day because you don't been through the ringer if you're playing at 2 a.m. 2 a.m. is like, I would say, like the 8 to 3 window where you are just, you know, playing career, or you're trying to get a badge, or you're trying to play some myteam, something. You know, that's that hour you shouldn't be on a game, but if you are, you're just doing something, just chill. But those are the windows, you know, those are the windows. Maybe this video will help somebody out there to let you know, the best times to get the best experience in this game. As far as this game goes, man, you know, it's a game. It's a game. Yes, it is definitely better than 2K22, no doubt. It's better than 2K22. It's better than 2K21. But it still has its moments, you know. It still has its moments where, you know, you really start to question some of the people that play this game. There are teams out there, or more now than ever, really. The 5-out offense is prominent in like what they consider comp 2K, and it's very funny to me when you see it in action, because you realize that there's 3 individuals on that 5-out team that literally bought the game to be a Hall of Fame Claymore. Now, the terminology I used for them before was space fillers, but 2K gave them their own terminology now as Claymore. So now there's really individuals on this game that spend $100 on a game, $100 on a player, and the only badge that they activate during their game is Claymore. Now, everybody has their own style. That's not me. You couldn't convince me enough to get on a game, pay $200 on a game, and you expect me to just stand here and not get any stats. And it's crazy because my friend, I don't watch 2K League ball. I don't watch any comp 2K games, really. But my buddy was telling me that in the 2K League, they run 5-out sometimes, and they run plays and things like that, but everybody eats. So it's kind of baffling to me how some people out here try to replicate that play style. And like, there's dudes out here that don't be having no stats. It's nuts to me. We play a whole game, and you walking out there with 0, 3, 2, 0, 0, 0, 0. What are you doing? Who did you have fun in that last game? You know what I'm saying? But it's talking to a wall. It's talking to a wall. It's never going to be an opportunity in this basketball game where the 5-out game is ruled out. It'll never be an opportunity of it. It'll never be, even though they tried their best. They tried their best this year by making rolls. But unfortunately, it will always be a team to 2 teams, 3 teams a day who hit up all their friends and be like, yo, load up. And that friend be like, all right. And that friend know he ain't about to get that ball. He or she is not about to get the ball. Not one time. Y'all about to play 8 to 9 games in a row, and you not gonna touch the ball in any of them games. But hey, you know, you use logic nowadays. We live in a day and age now that when you use logic, you're considered an old head. You're considered an old head and a bot. So I cannot speak on anything anymore, because I'll just be deemed an old head because I'm logically thinking about situations, and you know, old heads are old heads until you become an old head, and then you look at somebody younger than you and it's like, you're stupid. You're stupid. There's no logic into a young person when you look at them. But you have to remember one day that you were there, and you're just grateful that you did not fall for that trap. But that's a story for another day. As far as the best time to play NBA 2K23, it's very simple. In between the hours of 3 p.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern time will be your best experience. Your worst experience would be from 8 to 3, and the sweat experience starts at 9 p.m. Eastern time. So utilize that to your advantage. In whatever time zone you're in, utilize it. Utilize that to your advantage and see if your experience changes. But that will wrap up today's video and my thoughts on what the best time is. Until then, it's Chris Jones is signing out.